all the participants for today's webinar, Impact of Analytics in the Digital Era. Now I call Professor Kalpana Devi ma'am to introduce about our college and share about college details and what our college is about. Ma'am, welcome Kalpana ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Selvi ma'am. Good morning to one and all present here. So it's Avichi College of Arts and Science webinar time. Before we hear from the guest speakers of today, I would like to give an intro about our college. Avichi College of Arts and Science is a unit of AVM Rajeshwari Educational Trust. The trust was established by Sri AVM Rajeshwari and other eminent members of Rajeshwari family as its trustees. Avichi College of Arts and Science is a co-educational college affiliated to University of Madras. It is the brainchild of our secretary, Sri AVM K. Shanmugam sir, and his motto is from nobody to somebody. We offer programs like BCom General, BCom Accounting and Finance, BCom Bank Management, BCom Corporate Secretaryship, and BBA Business Administration, BSc Visual Communication, BSc Computer Science, BCA Bachelor of Applications. For admissions, you can call the number seen on the screen. What you can experience in Avichi. It's a multicultural campus, excellent infrastructure and facilities, congenial learning atmosphere, UGC qualified faculty with industrial experience. We have active sports, NSS, RRC, and other extracurricular clubs. Avichi mentorship program is a unique one by industrial leaders, and now you can experience enhancement of spoken English skills through training programs. And the very first year, we have given the internship training for the IIT Madras for the first year students, and also from Hindu. And state-of-art studios and laboratories. We have well-furnished gallery-type classrooms, highly equipped library, in regular industrial visits and field visits. And we are here near to the bus terminus, Vadapalni. You can stay connected with us at www.facebook.com/Avichi College and log on to www.avichicollege.edu.in. For admissions related queries, you can write to admissions@avichi.edu.in. Learn from the pioneers. Come and experience the legacy of being an Avichian. So we are proud to present this webinar, and over to Selvi ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So on behalf of the management, members of staff, and our college students, I have the great pleasure of welcoming our two stalwarts of the mentor programming, the architect of our mentor program, Sri Ramkumar sir, and the eminent contributor, Mr. Ganesan sir, for the welfare of our college students. So it is yet another milestone in our college activities that we are having two eminent persons of our mentors who are having very rich experience in the industry and in the business sector. So once again, I take the pleasure of welcoming them to make a presentation on this digital world, how the internet and the IT sector is currently ruling the entire world, and how the present students community should get involved and try to change their caliber to suit into the present industry need. So thank you once again for the opportunity given, and over to now Prakash to take over the session. Yes, Prakash.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I now invite Selvi ma'am to introduce Ganesan sir to introduce our guest of the day, Mr. Ramkumar sir.
Thank you, Prakash sir. Thank you, Kalpana ma'am and Principal sir. Before going on to the session, I'll call upon Ganeshan sir to introduce about Ramkumar sir. Ganeshan sir, he done a CA and he is having an auditing firm. And also doing any number of social activities by himself and along with his friends. In this COVID situation also, he sponsored so many persons to come out of that situation. And in our college, he is guiding more than 20 number of ICWA and ACS students to take part in the professional courses, but doing their interest and also their introduction chapters. He is helping them in not only studies and also equipping themselves how they can do the professional courses by guiding them how they have to study, what they have to prepare, how many hours they have to spend for studying, how they have to mentally prepare to write the examinations, how they have to prepare the question papers, what all the things they have to take notes, hints, all those things. Not only that, he is mentoring other students also who are interested to doing social activities to the so he is very happy to guide them in social activities also, how they involve themselves to help people. Thank you, Ganeshan sir. Now I will hand over the Ganeshan.
Good morning, everyone. It's nice to talk to you all. And my job is to introduce Ramkumar. I am proud to introduce NRamkumar. Yes, our NRamkumar தான் என்னோட ராம்குமார். இப்போ வந்து நம் ராம்குமார் ஆயிட்டார் அவரு. He is now a pillar in the mentor program of Avichi College. Actually, it is the brainchild of Ramkumar, who from Dubai, all the way from Dubai, I'm just 3 kilometers away from Avichi College, whereas he is 3,000 kilometers away from Avichi College. But his commitment and his passion to help the students made him to start this mentor programming. Not only that, he could induct so many people, most of them are from our batchmate. And we are proud to say that most of them have come up in a hard way in life, and now they have reached a very good position in their respective fields. And he made them to guide all the students to deliver their speech and also whatever contributions they can make in the best of the interest of the students. And coming back to Ramkumar, I know him from 1978 when we started PUC in Vivekananda College. So the association is almost now 40, more than 40 years. And she started as a commerce graduate, then went on to do CWA, we call it a cost accounting course. In those days, we call it ICWA. But now he is speaking to us as a CEO of ITWARE company, and his topic, I am actually surprised when I saw this notification, Department of Computer Science presents. I thought Department of Commerce would present him, but he is a person who can be presented by anybody. See, not only computer science, but commerce also. He is a commerce graduate and cost accountant, but went on to do so many certification course in software. If you see, he is a certified ISO quality management consultant and internal system auditor. See, corporate trainer, IT-based financial accounting for non-finance personnel, then certified finance and logistic consultant for large ERP solutions, project manager for ERP B1 cloud transition projects, 35 years of experience. And see, in that 5 years, he was a member in a global partner advisory committee of a US-based company for promotion, which is itself is an acknowledgement of his knowledge in that field. What I should say is, see, it is the passion he chased. It is not just an education alone which can take you to that level. And starting your own business in your own place itself is so difficult. And he has started his own business in a place which is not familiar. And you need a lot of courage and confidence to start a business in a foreign country. So he started his business and he survived for 25 years. See, being successful, it's first survival. If you survive in any business for 5 years, that means you are reasonably successful in that. Then whereas he has survived for more than, I think now 15, 20 years. And not only that, apart from all these things, his passion for, he's a fitness fanatic, I should say, because even in COVID time, he released a few videos of yoga and other fitness exercises. And not only that, even at this age, he is running 10-kilometer marathon and all, which is not even can be imagined by the people of his age. And so he is not so old because I'm saying that he's only 57 or 58. But what I am saying is his interest in all the fields, and above all, he's a philanthropist. And Madam, while introducing, she told that I am doing a lot of activities. Actually, people like Ramkumar only are doing a lot of activities through me, because they are the people who gives me a lot of motivation in doing that. So above all, he is a good human being. That is what matters in our life. See, whatever we achieve, whatever we study, whatever be our qualification, if you are not a good human being, you will not be loved by the people. So he is a very good human being. Then coming back to his topic today, I am reminded of MGR song. இருட்டுக்கும் பார்க்கின்ற விழி இருக்கும், எந்த சுவருக்கும் கேட்கின்ற காது இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு ஒரு பாட்டுல வரும். See, that is what is this impact of all this analytical in the digital era. See, everything is actually this software is observing us, and even what is not observed by our own family members is observed by this software. And see, it also gives us a great responsibility that even while you are in private, you have to be careful and do only good things. So with that, I hand over the session to Ramkumar. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Ganeshan, thank you so much. I can't, my relationship with Ganeshan is very, very special beyond all this. So I am overwhelmed and humbled with this nice introduction and remarks. I don't think I deserve most of it, but having come from Ganeshan, it's for me, he made my day. Thank you. Iniye Kaalai Vanakangal, happy morning, Shubal Khair, Eid Mubarak. Because I think today in Dubai is Eid day, second day of Eid. So it's a holiday here. Anyway, it's a Friday's holiday, but it's a special day because of Eid, which is the second biggest festival after Ramadan here. So I'm very, very happy that all of you have joined. Thank you so much for joining. Respected Principal Sir, thanks for all the motivation and all those students who have joined on a Friday morning, as well as the team from Avichi. Thank you so much. This presentation should take, or it will be a combination of English and Tamil, because I can see a lot of names whom I'm very familiar with the college in the last 2 years. So I'll try to have a kind of mix of Tamil and English. I'll be very slow. Maybe I'll take more than 1 hour, because this subject is bit dry. It's not that easy to explain in simple terms. Princy sir requested saying that, sir, contents are very rich, please make it simple for students. So I'll go by what he says. I'll try to make this, it's all common sense, right? Nothing great. People think digital analytics, artificial intelligence, MI, it is all very, very simple. It's just a little bit of common sense and effort put together to understand and appreciate how it's affecting our life and what we can do as a career, right? So thanks a lot. So we'll start this presentation. I always start with something in Dubai. People ask me, Dubai Dubai. See, we have to learn wherever we go. And what I learned from Dubai is it's a very small country. United Arab Emirates is 10 million people. It's 1 crore people. It is possibly not even less than possibly Chennai's population. But the way this country goes about things, right? Whenever challenges come like COVID, whenever bigger challenges come like the 2009 recession, they really go to do something better than the rest of the world. And they're very, very positive. And example, leader of UAE, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed Maktoum, he's the Vice President, Prime Minister of UAE and ruler of Dubai. When the whole world is struggling, they appointed a minister for artificial intelligence. They appointed a minister for work from home kind of people. If they get mentally depressed, what to do with them? So they put 2-3 new ministers in June. They started something called Future Lab, the 5G, robotics, a common lab on 29/6, the state of the art lab. You all know there is something called Expo 2020. அந்த காலத்துல எம்ஜிஆர் இதுல பார்த்திருப்பீங்க, உலகம் சுற்றும் வாலிபர்ல. Japan it was very, very popular. That was supposed to be held in Dubai in 2020 and it unfortunately got postponed. But all the infrastructure which goes on, billions of dollars, they were all open, including the metro train, which you can see on the right side, right? So as he says, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And what I have seen is a tip of iceberg. Our people have made great strides in developing new technology applications. And the UAE is betting on a future based on science and technical excellence. He's not going to technologies. Please see, UAE is betting on man, his mind, his imagination and his will, which does not know the impossible. So, if you very carefully analyze the statement, he's saying that man is supreme. Technology is subservient to man. And if man can utilize technology, there is no limits to excellence. So I just want this preface, very, very relevant today for all of you to keep in mind. And why I bring up always UAE is in times of challenge and this thing. It's a great example for us to learn, for us to be more positive, more energetic, and look forward to the future with a lot of positive attitude. That's why I shared this slide. Thank you. This is a small video which I'll play for you because we need to think outside the box. These are challenging times. We cannot be thinking the normal way which we used to think. This is all the more relevant now. I hope you can hear the audio. Please watch this. Thank you. Hope the video is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here is the agenda on the right side, and what you see on the left side is what the Ganeshan just mentioned now, right? It is 40 years of friendship, not only friendship, respect to our professors, respect to all our senior people who helped us to where we are today, right? This was one of our last gatherings in 2019, if I'm right. And you can see your beaming respected secretary, Mr. AVM Shanmugam, on the right, the second row standing, first row standing rather. So we all meet every year and we invite some of our professors who are still around, even though it's 40 years, right? And one of the professors is Mr. KV, whom we call him. He's almost close to 90. One of us visits him every day on the Teachers' Day. And we didn't understand. I don't know how many of you current generation know about Shukla and Grewal. That was, for us, it was actually like, Bible of accounts. Everything was in Bhagavad Gita of accounting and commerce for us, right? It had everything. And we have not seen Shukla and Grewal, but we could see him through Professor KV, right? He was a master in accounts, and even today, some of our concepts are so strong because of a professor like him. So, what I'm trying to give through this message is, please respect your professors. Please respect where you come from. Please stand grounded, even if you reach highest levels possible. Please state your roots. Please connect your people and always remember friends and colleagues as well as people who helped you to grow in life, right? This is the message I want to give you. Please keep this, whatever profession you choose, wherever you go, this still stands, right? Hope all of the young students remember this always. That is, there cannot be a failure if you adopt this in your everyday life as you go along, right? So we'll be talking about what are the current challenges because of COVID. What do you mean by digital transformation? Everybody says digital transformation, but nobody knows what it is. So I'm trying to explain simply what it is. What is analytics? Everybody thinks reporting, dashboard, everything is analytics, but what is really analytics, right? A lot of things, it is all theoretical. People understand, people come for 1 hour, you attend sessions like this, but a lot of people don't even remember because it's all gone. Every day you attend a presentation and forget. So what I thought was, I'll give you some real life case studies. How this analytics has really helped business. That is what is going to help you out. You'll remember it better whenever you go, how in business this can help you. So I've taken 2 case studies, and then everybody talks today about artificial intelligence and machine learning and things like that. So again, this is again a complex subject. It can mean many things to many people. Everybody talks AI, MI. It is happening around the world. It's happening to you and me as we speak. We are all, as Ganeshan was saying, monitored all the time. So how it is affecting us and how we can learn to be smarter as we go along in our day-to-day life, not only in a career. I'll talk about it. And then last 15 minutes, I think all this, whatever I'm talking to you, I just like to show you with a simple product, right? At the end of the day, all this goes into a product. Unless we use it in a product, we don't understand, right? Whether it is Uber or it is Ola or they're using a e-commerce or they're using a Zomato or Swiggy, these are all technology solutions which are all having a lot of analytics about you and me. How it is used in a corporate enterprise, right? As we grow along, whether you like it or not, you might have to get into entrepreneurship or companies. You need to know how companies work using these tools. So I'm just going to show you that. And then spend, I know anyway in question answer sessions on general question comes up, sir, what are the careers available for us? So I want to preempt that question. நானே உங்களுக்கு என்ன கேரியர்ஸ் இருக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிடுறேன். And then I'll open up questions for 15 minutes or 10 minutes because that is very important for me to listen from you. And possibly what I thought was, if one of the best questions which I think is good, it's different and really the same. Possibly that student, he or she, I think I'll just find out one-to-one what she wants to do in some kind of IT certification course, which is reasonable. Then possibly we'll work with her to see if we can sponsor her for the certification. So that is the outcome of this program. So please listen carefully and understand, and then also come up with appropriate questions. And the best question will definitely get some kind of recognition. Yeah, thank you. So what is happening to, beyond COVID, right? So e-commerce is taking over. What is e-commerce? Whenever instead of going and buying in shop, now we are ordering everything online, right? That is just one facet of e-commerce, right? Everybody is doing online shopping. இப்போ வந்து இந்த புதுசா கான்டாக்ட் பேமெண்ட்ஸ் வந்திருக்கு. So people pay only through credit cards. people will start paying through rupees and the coins, because they feel that infection is spreading through that. So everything is contactless. You just there is Paytm or Google Pay or credit card, you just show it automatically, or Samsung Pay just picks it up, right? So people are learning from home. The students, I think the 4th month now, everybody is வீட்ல போனா ஒரே போராட்டம் தான். Everybody is into Zoom, everybody is in team. The students are learning all over. I just speaking to Anjana ma'am, she was saying how her daughter is now doing NEET and what is the kind of pressure at home. So even parents are also put under pressure because of the kids, right? So that is one thing. So that is sorry. And then we also have lot of stuff to do with health, right? Even my doctor today just gives me a telephonic advice and then sees all the prescriptions, X-ray and all. And then if needed only, I go to hospital. That is e-medicines have taken over big time, right? And all the fitness gadgets, whether it is Samsung watch or Garmin, they are monitoring you all the time. So-called pulse meter, BP, heartbeat, everything is connected, and every day you get how many hours you slept, whether it's a good sleep or bad sleep. Sometimes it's too much of data. It actually spoils your peace of mind, but that's the way we are, right? The world is surrounded by gadgets, and some of them are very useful, some of them are not that useful. So we need to be choosy. That's why it's men over mind. We need to choose what we want in terms of technology. வேணாத தள்ளி வைக்கணும். சும்மா எல்லாத்தையும் டெக்னாலஜி நம்ம பார்த்துட்டே இருந்தோம்னா we lose our peace of mind, we lose our productive time, we'll become addicts to technology. That is where we should be a master over technology, and we should not allow technology to take over us, right? Online entertainment, Netflix, Amazon, they've all made a huge difference. The kind of bandwidth they are using, cinema la onnum kediyadhu, serials la kediyadhu. People have gone into YouTube, people have started their own channels. So there is a huge jump in online entertainment. Supply chain system, blockchains, even the grocery supermarkets, எல்லாரும் வந்து ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க. They all started their own portals. Even ஒரு 50 ரூபாய் காய்கறி அரிசி கூட வீட்ல டெலிவர் பண்றான். So all the portals have joined together. So there is a huge change, right? You would have seen the drones. Police la Tirupur, Coimbatore police were using drones even to deliver. And the memes la vandhudu. Pasang odi poite iranga. The drones were chasing them. A lot of you would have seen. It is funny, but at the same time we can see the impact. Even in a rural district like Tamil Nadu, smaller district, drones are being used so effectively. And 5G, right? 3G, 4G, 5G is all pervasive technology and communication bandwidth, where there is no limit to the internet possibilities, where bandwidth consumption is going to be in GBs, and huge amount of bandwidth is going to be available to you, and speed is going to increase big time, right? So because you need the internet for all this. And last but not the least is work from home. Like it or not, I saw today Royal Bank of Canada, where my son-in-law is working. They are saying that into 2021, they are going to work from home. The same thing with Google, same thing with Apple. I'm really surprised how, as Princess sir was saying just now, or even Ganesh was mentioning, how people will work without seeing each other. We are all human beings, right? We need to interact with people. We need to go out. We need to have a laugh. And I think what was really funny with the Zooms and all is slowly but steadily turning into a kind of life of a prisoner. Jail irka mari irukku. So we need to see how to come out of this and still maintain, we'll have to do work. We cannot tell your people like, I think I'm sure a lot of you would have seen this certified rascal or meme on varudhu. Tamasha irukadhu, but that is actually a reality today. People are struck, your wife calls you, your mother wants to see, your kids are there. But when the office comes, the office, they want you to work from home, but they want to feel like office. But you can't tell the kids all the time, right? In the pakkam varada, anga varada. So these are all challenges working from home, right? So, and then there is also a joke that wives are using the husband's time nicely to get all the cooking done. Adla kuda or episode irundhudu. These are all, but over a period of time, this can have serious social implications. So how to come out of it, how to keep your mind free, that is also something which you need to learn post-COVID. Next one. So now சொன்ன மாதிரி these are all going to the future. I'm not going to repeat it. மேல பாத்தீங்கன்னா நேத்து தான் பார்த்தேன் இந்த மீம், அதனால தான் I just choose that. Onboarding Bharat ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இந்த மீம்ல, when a new person joins in a Zoom call, what all happens, because he is disconnected, right? He is not prepared for the meeting. New person joins and you put him in front of the client. He doesn't know what to say, and others have to cover up. It is live. So these are all challenges, right? So the training is there, onboarding is there. அதெல்லாம் இல்ல இப்போ. Straight away you are put in front of a customer in a conference call. You don't know what to speak, what not to speak, right? So internal time இல்ல இதுக்கெல்லாம் train பண்றதுக்குலாம். So that is another challenge. How to groom people for this e-commerce era. health domains நான் இதெல்லாமே கவர் பண்ண போன ஸ்லைட்ல. So what I'm trying to tell you is there is a ஒரே ஒரு கான்செப்ட் என்னன்னா அந்த இ-காமர்ஸ்ல one thing which I want to tell you. I think it is brick and mortar companies இருந்தது. What is brick and mortar? Companies which used to have their own shops and sell all their items, the supermarkets, hypermarkets, Reliance, இவங்கெல்லாம் they were used to selling this from there. So only online was only 10%. But now what is happening is that online is almost 30-35%. That means people are not buying, coming to buy. So இவங்கெல்லாம் என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க, Adidas, Nike, Reliance எல்லாரும் வந்து they increase their e-commerce business. They increase the channel. So people who are coming to buy is reduced. Even fruits, vegetables, grocery எல்லாம் வந்து they are buying it online. So it has gone to 30-35%. இதுல வந்து என்ன பியூட்டினா, they are now called e-tailers. The other part. இப்போ Uber பாத்தீங்கன்னா, Ola பாத்தீங்கன்னா, Flipkart பாத்தீங்கன்னா, what they were doing, they didn't have anything on their own. They are using third party. ஒரு 50 சூப்பர் மார்க்கெட்ல இருந்து இவங்க வந்து அப்படியே வித்துருவாங்க. Because they have very good app, you go to them like Zomato or Swiggy. They don't do anything. They just have people to deliver. They go and get from the restaurants and deliver to you, right? But they were taking a lot of commission, 25%, 30%. So in the COVID time, these restaurants, these shops cannot afford that. So இவங்கெல்லாம் என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க, even though it is a bit costly, they have started their own online. ஒரு நீங்க சரவண பவன் போனீங்களா, வசந்த பவன் போனீங்களா கூட இ-காமர்ஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டான். அவங்ககிட்ட நீங்க டைரக்டா ஆர்டர் பண்ணலாம். ஸ்விக்கி வழியா, சமோட்டா வழியா போகணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. So it's slightly cheaper because they get better margins. Deliveries may not be that swift as that faster like Zomato or Swiggy, but they are getting better. So in the process, the margins are going up, the service is going to be better. So இதை வந்து இவங்கெல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சுட்டாங்க இப்போ. Oh, we are losing business. Now they are also compromising on commission. So there is a lot of things taking place in e-commerce because of all this, right? What is this digital disruption? எல்லாரும் இந்த கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்க. Digital transformation. What is digital transformation? 1995ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா everything was all those old cameras. அதை பிரிண்ட் பண்ணி எடுப்பாங்க, கொடக்கு தான் வரும். அந்த 4-5 நாங்க if you still remember ஜெமினி ஸ்டுடியோ பக்கத்துல ஒரு பெரிய ஷாப் இருக்கும், கொனிகா ஷாப், கோடக் ஷாப். அங்க போய் தான் பிரிண்ட் பண்ணி கொடுக்கணும். அது 2 நாள் கழிச்சு ஆல்பம் தருவான். மியூசிக் வேணும்னா போய் ஒரு சிடி வாங்கணும், ஒரு டிவிடி. இப்பதான் டிவிடி வந்தது. ஒரு சின்ன அந்த காலத்துல டேப் தான் இருக்கும், சுத்துற டேப், அதை வாங்கணும். ஸோ திங்ஸ் ஆர் வீடியோ ரெண்ட் தான் பண்ணணும். அது 2 நாள்ல கொடுக்கலன்னா பெனல்ட்டி போடுவான். இஃப் யூ see today, you are just sitting at. அதுக்கப்புறம் மீடியா வந்தது, சோஷியல் மீடியா வந்தது, அப்புறம் டிராவல் போர்ட்டல் வந்தது. தென் பீப்புள் ஸ்டார்டட் ரெக்ரூட்டிங் ஆன்லைன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆன்லைன் போனவங்க பேங்கிங், ரீட்டைல் சர்வீசஸ், கிரெடிட் கார்டு, ஓவர் டிராஃப்ட், they all got into this thing. And then healthcare followed slowly but steadily. Prescriptions were given, lot of things were done online. அது மாதிரி வெஹிக்கிள் சூஸ் பண்றது ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா போச்சு. யூ கேன் see, you can do a 3D analysis of the car. அப்புறம் நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி ரீட்டைல். இப்போ இதெல்லாம் ஸ்லோலி பட் ஸ்டெட்லி all of them are going into digital platform, ரைட்? எல்லாமே இ-காமர்ஸ். டிஜிட்டல்னா என்ன? அப்போ டிஜிட்டல்னா ஒரு இ-காமர்ஸ் தானா? டிஜிட்டல்னா கிரெடிட் கார்டு பேமெண்ட் தானா? டிஜிட்டல்னா ஒரு வாட்ஸ்அப் குரூப் ஆரம்பிச்சா டிஜிட்டல் ஆயிடுமா? இல்ல டிஜிட்டல்னா என்னது? அது எல்லாருமே டிஜிட்டல் சொல்றாங்க. வாட் இஸ் ரியலி ட்ரூலி டிஜிட்டல் இன் கார்பரேட் வேர்ல்ட், ரைட்? எல்லாருக்கும் அந்த ஒரு கொஸ்டின் மார்க் இருக்கும், இல்லைன்னா கன்ஃபியூஷன் இருக்கும். எல்லாம் கேட்டாலும் டிஜிட்டல் ஊரே மாத்திர மாதிரி இருக்குது. வாட் இஸ் ரியலி டிஜிட்டல்? ஸோ ஐ லெட் கெட் இன்டு தட். வாட் இஸ் டிஃபைனிங் டிஜிட்டல்? இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் வந்து நீங்க வந்து கொஞ்சம் மனசுல வந்து நீங்க ஏத்திக்கணும். யூ ஷுட் ரியலி அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட். தென் யூ கேன் ஈஸிலி ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் வெதர் இட்ஸ் சம்திங் ரியலி டிஜிட்டல் அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் ஆர் நாட். டிஜிட்டல்னா இட் இஸ் மல்டி இயர் கமிட்மெண்ட். இன்னைக்கு நாளைக்கு பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு வெப்சைட் ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டு ஐ ஹவ் கான் டிஜிட்டல்னா தட்ஸ் நாட் ரைட். இட் ஷுட் பி கன்சிஸ்டன்ட். தட் ஷுட் பி கமிட்மெண்ட் ஓவர் a period of time, ரைட்? அதே மாதிரி மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் யூ ஐடி கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு தெரியும். லாட் ஆஃப் அந்த காலத்திலேயே ஹாட்மெயில்லாம் கிளவுட்ல தான் இருந்தது. கிளவுட் இஸ் நத்திங் நியூ. Hotmail is always on cloud, Google is always on cloud. இப்பதான் சும்மா cloud. The only difference is the on-premise இருக்கச்ச ஒரு அதுக்கு ஒரு ஐடிக்கு ஒரு we had a person, ஒரு ஹார்ட்வேர் பர்சன், ஒரு டேட்டாபேஸ் கை. அவனுக்கு வந்து 20 lakh salary, 25 lakh salary எல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஐடிக்கு எல்லாம் எவ்வளவு salary கொடுக்குறாங்கன்னா they could afford the salary. இப்போ வந்து slowly but steadily that is going down. Infrastructure maintenance, disaster recovery, ஒரு சிஸ்டம் ஃபெயிலியர் ஆனா எப்படி இன்னொரு சிஸ்டம் எடுத்துக்கிறது, all those things are changing. So everything is moving to cloud. Cloud and Amazon cloud or India நிறைய cloud இருக்கு. So உங்களோட அப்ளிகேஷன்லாம் cloudல போட்டுறோம். உங்களோட டேட்டாபேஸ், ஆப்ரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டம் எல்லாமே ஒரு cloud இருக்கு. Cloud is called single tenant cloud. சொந்த வீட்டுல போய் இருந்தீங்க, ஒரே ஒரு வாடகை இருந்தீங்கன்னா சிங்கிள் டெனன்ட். 10 பேர் கொடுத்துன்னு இருக்காங்களா, ஒண்டி கொடுத்துன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. தட் இஸ் கால்ட் மல்டி டெனன்ட். அவ்வளவுதான், ஒரு பெரிய விஷயம் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. ஸோ 10 பேர் ஒன்னா இருக்காங்க, தே ஹேவ் டு ஷேர் காமன் இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சர். வாட்டர் சப்ளை தனி, மேல வர பம்பு பைப் எல்லாம் ஓகே, வாட்டர் டேங்கர் எல்லாம் காமன், சில விஷயம்லாம் டிஃப்ரெண்ட். அதுதான் மல்டி டெனன்ட், ஒன்றும் பெரிய விஷயமே கிடையாது. ஸோ இது வந்து இந்த கிளவுட்ல வந்து எல்லாத்தையும் ஆப்ரேஷன்லாம் புஷ் பண்றாங்க. ஏன்? மை எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ் வில் ரெடியூஸ். ஆஃபீஸ்ல இருக்கிற எக்ஸ்பென்ஸ் ரெடியூஸ் ஆகும். ஆஃபீஸே வேணா எல்லாம் ஒர்க் ஃப்ரம் ஹோம் நினைச்சா எதுக்கு நான் டேட்டா சென்டர் வச்சுக்கணும்? லெட் மீ கிவ் டு சம்படி ஹூ கேன் டூ இட் பெட்டர். ஸோ அந்த டேட்டா சென்டரோட பவர், அதோட காஸ்ட் ஆஃப் மெயின்டைனிங் தி டேட்டா சென்டர், அதுக்கு 2 பேர் எல்லாம் சேவ் ஆகும். ஸோ எவ்ரிபடி இஸ் மூவிங் டுவர்ட்ஸ் கிளவுட். கிளவுட்னு உடனே இன்னொரு எல்லாரும் கேட்பாங்க, செக்யூரா சார்? எல்லாம் போன வாரம் கூட ஒருத்தர் கேட்டார், ஹவு செக்யூர் இஸ் இட்? தட் இஸ் ஸ்லோலி பட் ஸ்டெட்லி சார். சைபர் செக்யூரிட்டி இருக்கு, த்ரெட் இருக்கு. நேத்து கூட ஒரு மேஜர் ஹேக்கிங் ஹேப்பன் வித் ஒன் ஆஃப் த ஸ்மார்ட் வாட்ச் கம்பெனிஸ் கால்ட் Garmin லாஸ்ட் வீக். I think almost 5 million accounts are affected. But என்ன பியூட்டினா, this is going to be there. The hackers are becoming smarter every day, as because they are also having their own network, especially people from Russia and all that. They're very smart. So on the cyber security is another great area. I'll talk about it in career growth. Security is also becoming very important. How to stay on top of security. Securityங்கிறது வெறும் லாஸ்ட் டைம் கூட இந்த நீரஜ் மிட்டல் ப்ரோக்ராம்ல எக்ஸ்பிளைன் டு. Security is just not having a strong password. There are a lot of things which go with it to make yourself secure. You know, especially if girl students who are here need to be very, very careful, right? Young students, your parents have a lot of hope on you. You need to be very careful. Please don't have simple passwords. Date of birth வச்சுக்கிறது, நார்மல் ஒரு கேபிட்டல் ஒரு ஸ்மால் போட்டுக்கிறது, அண்ணன் பேர் தம்பி பேர் வச்சுக்கிறது, அப்பா பேர், அது மாதிரிலாம் பண்ணாதீங்க. ட்ரை டு ஹேவ் குட் பாஸ்வேர்ட்ஸ். முடிஞ்சவர்களும் கிரெடிட் கார்டு யூஸ் பண்ணிச்சா பி மோர் கேர்ஃபுல். பாஸ்வேர்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் கிரெடிட் கார்டு லாஸ்ட் டிஜிட் ஸ்டோர் பண்ணாதீங்க காமனா கூகுள்ல. ட்ரை டு ஹேவ். அந்த மாதிரி அன்னெசரி லிங்க்ஸ் எப்பவுமே கிளிக் பண்ணாதீங்க. ஸ்ட்ரேஞ்சர்ஸ், வெதர் இட் இஸ் ஃபேஸ்புக் ஆர் வாட் எவர், நெவர் கிளிக் அக்செப்டன்ஸ். பி வெரி வெரி கேர்ஃபுல். You know, you're all like you know, sisters and daughters. So I've got the, I've been mentoring a lot of students in Avichi, so I think I've got every right to tell all of you, please be careful. Please, you know, your parents have got a lot of trust and responsibility on you. Don't get carried away, get into all the unknown sites. You see in paper every day how people are suffering because they just got into something. I'm not saying that all of them are tricksters or scamsters, but in the internet world, people are lurking in the dark, waiting to pounce on opportunities. Please be careful. Please try to exercise caution. Don't click unnecessary links. Don't become friends with strangers. Don't pass on your date of birth. உங்களோட பர்சனல் டீடைல்ஸ், ஈவன் எவ்வளவு சிப்ளிங்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணாதீங்க. முடிஞ்ச வரலும் என்ன கேட்டாலும் கேளுங்க. There is no point. Ask 10 questions if somebody calls. Who are you? How am I sure that you're calling? Why do you need bank account details? Right? Never ever, you know, all that you would have seen. Never ever divulge things unnecessarily. Even my cousin who is there, she lost around 50,000 last week in I think somewhere near Krompet. Somebody called saying, madam, the pin panna, adu panna. She didn't know what has happened. 15 minutes call, she lost that. By the time she realized they've already swiped out 2 remittances online. So things are still happening. So be very careful. There is just a point which I thought I'll tell you. So digital என்ன ஆயிட்டு இருக்குன்னா, legacy systems எல்லாம் பழைய சிஸ்டம்ஸ்லாம் புதுசா அப்கிரேட் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. ஸோ வந்து basically it is something like network platforms, right? எல்லா நெட்வொர்க்கும் I'm going to show you example in the next slide. எல்லாமே ஒண்ணா வந்திருக்கு. மொபைல் அப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் நிறைய வந்திருக்கு. Everybody is using mobile applications. So a lot of people want predictive data models. இன்னைக்கு இது மாதிரி இருக்கா, நெக்ஸ்ட் 6 months ஸ்டாக் மார்க்கெட் எப்படி இருக்கும், நெக்ஸ்ட் 6 monthsல வந்து கோவிடோட இம்பாக்ட் எப்படி இருக்கும், இதெல்லாம் வந்து கரெக்டா வராது. பட் பீப்புள் ஸ்டில் ஆர் லுக்கிங் அட் ஃபியூச்சர் ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ். இதெல்லாம் சேர்ந்து தான் டிஜிட்டல். ஓகே, ஸோ இதெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு மல்டி இயர் கமிட்மெண்ட், மூவிங் டுவர்ட்ஸ் கிளவுட், ஃபாஸ்ட் ரெஸ்பான்ஸ், அப்புறம் வந்து மூவிங் டு த கரண்ட் வெர்ஷன், மொபைல் அப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ், அப்புறம் வந்து ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் ஐ டோல்ட் யூ earlier. இதெல்லாம் சேர்ந்தது தான் சம்திங் கால்ட் டிஜிட்டல் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன். When it happens to you and me, it happens at a small level. When it happens to large companies, they spend millions of dollars or millions of rupees to go to the next level. Avladhan, that's what it is, right? Okay, I'm taking a small example just to show you, you know, what happens in a digital transformation. This is one of our existing clients, right? So I can't give you the name, but what's happening here is that you just see this. I think you just seeing it for 2 minutes itself, you'll understand. For a small insurance company, imagine there are so many people. It has its own users. It has the corporate customer account, company customers, broker. நீங்க வந்து எல்லா இன்சூரன்ஸ் பாலிசி நீங்களா வாங்குறது இல்ல. You buy through this bazaar, policy bazaar இருக்கு இல்லையா, is an aggregator. You buy through them. broker இருக்காங்க, agent are available. surveyor, உங்களுக்கு வெஹிக்கிள் ஆக்சிடென்ட் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா சர்வேயர் வந்து பார்க்கறான். அப்புறம் இன்சூரன்ஸ் அத்தாரிட்டி இருக்கு, கவர்மெண்ட் இன்சூரன்ஸ் அத்தாரிட்டி, பேங்க், you have to file returns to them, your own employees who need to use the system. So many things are there. What you see in the bottommost screen is your application. What is CRM? Customer relations, how to manage your customers, how to get your internal ERP HR, core insurance system. ஒவ்வொரு கம்பெனிக்கு ஒரு சிஸ்டம் வேணும். ஒரு ERP-னா என்ன? லாஜிஸ்டிக்ஸ், ஃபினான்ஸ், பர்ச்சேஸ், சேல்ஸ், மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் வேணும். அது மாதிரி இன்சூரன்ஸுக்கு டிராவல் இன்சூரன்ஸ், ஹெல்த் இன்சூரன்ஸ் எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் வேணும், சிங்கிள் சாஃப்ட்வேர் வேணும். அதுக்கு தனியா அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ், நம்பர்ஸ் இல்லாத எதுவும் முடியாது. யூ நீட் சம்திங் ஃபார் ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ இதெல்லாம் சேர்ந்தது கோர் இன்சூரன்ஸ் சிஸ்டம். அதுக்கப்புறம் கஸ்டமரோட டீல் பண்றது CRM. அதுக்கப்புறம் உங்களோட HR, லீகல் சிஸ்டம்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் இருக்கு. தென் யூ ஹேவ் போர்ட்டல்ஸ். நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்க? கஸ்டமர் போர்ட்டல். நீங்க இன்சூரன்ஸ் கம்பெனியோட போர்ட்டலுக்கு போயிட்டு கிவ் டீடைல்ஸ். தென் தே சென்ட் யூ பாலிசி கோட். தென் யூ சே ஓகே. தென் தே சென்ட் யூ பாலிசி. Tomorrow if you have an accident with the vehicle, you go to garage company. That garage company sends the approval for vehicle. They approve the need. Once he says the vehicle is ready, you go and take delivery of the vehicle. Then the garage company gets the payment. இதெல்லாமே interconnected digitally. So this is what is called as a digital transformation. Imagine all these people working in silos, working separately, working without an interconnected network. என்ன ஆகும்? Nothing will happen. Deliveries will not happen in time. There will be a lot of delays. So என்ன பண்றாங்க இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள்ல? We are all trying to bring them into one. It is not possible to have one system, but we are try to bring everything into one network where each system talks to each other, finds out what it wants. One system gives information to the other system. It takes what it wants. Some systems give information to the other. One is called get, one is called post. நீங்க போஸ்ட் பண்றீங்களா? என்ன பண்றீங்க? போஸ்ட் பண்ணச்சா? There is one sender, one receiver. அவ்வளவுதான் integration. The concept is there is one sender, there is one receiver, and நீங்க போறது போஸ்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா that is called the envelope. அவ்வளவுதாங்க. That is why it's called integration between systems. To be very very simple, this is all this concept நீங்க நினைச்சிட்டாலே போறோம். There is one sender, there is one receiver, there is one envelope. That is how all the systems are connected, right? Just I am not getting into high end techniques. If you remember that, that's good enough. இதுல ஒன்றும் பெரிய விஷயமே கிடையாது. It is just common sense and logic. அவ்வளவுதான். That is what you call API and web service. Some of the computer students might know, but all that is very very simple. You only the coding கொஞ்சம் கத்துக்கணும், அவ்வளவுதான். Nothing great about all this, right? So this is our digital transformation. I took this example of insurance company so that you'll know how practically it is. If you have any questions on this, please note it down. We can discuss. Okay, the cinema mari we used to discuss the Tamil cinema la somewhere we had to come to the title எனக்கு என்ன சார் 1/2 மணி பேசிட்டாரே, நம்ம அனலிட்டிக்ஸ் பத்தியே சொல்ல மாட்டேங்கிறாரு. Analytics is just a subset. நீங்க டிஜிட்டல் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன், கரண்ட் டெக்னாலஜி சேலஞ்சஸ் புரிஞ்சாதான் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ் புரியும். அதனால தான் I just wanted to give you a brief overview of what before you get into analytics. What is happening today is what is analytics? Analytics is giving the data in a presentable way at the right time to the right person in the right format. அவ்வளவுதான் analytics. வேற ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. இது நீங்க புரிஞ்சுனீங்கன்னா you understood 50% of analytics. But it is not that simple as I've said, but you'll have to slightly get deeper into that to understand this, because information comes from different layers of truth. As I told you, the system only Excel level பண்றீங்க. Some people are working in Excel, some people only go through PDF, some people work in Tally. So everybody gives a different report. So நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்க? The management cannot rely on one single report. So all this is leading to a lot of confusion, what to do with what and things like that, right? So there is a lack of visibility in terms of performance because you are taking decisions based on wrong output. These are the challenges. What to do with this, right? So main thing why I put CFOs is the finance managers irukangala, chief financial officers or finance directors, they take a lot of decisions along with CEO. They would love to have one data platform. 10 system irundha kudo bring everything into one platform, right? And then what you do is give me tools which will tell you what happened for the last 3 months, what will happen for the next 3 months. That is bit predictive analysis, right? And then based on that, then you combine execution deals. So what you do, next 3 months projection is like this, my sales is going down, how to bring it up. Adukku you have to use different types of analytics. Adula different types of analytics is there. Predictive analytics, proactive analytics, prescriptive analytics. Adella konjam technical terms. I'll explain to you in one slide, but not now, right? For the time being, please understand that today's managers want to have a single platform where all the data is stored in one place, and then you use one single solution which brings the data from that place, gives you reports and analytics based on which you plan, analyze, and execute your decisions. I'm sure that all of you, 99% of you are attending this meeting know Excel inside out. One more thing, if you don't know Excel, please use this COVID time to understand macros, understand conditions, because whether you like it or not, Excel is still going to run the show for some of the companies. Please develop your skill sets. Excel is still a very valuable tool. Not that though I'm putting something different here, but still for those of you who are starting, Excel is still a valuable tool. Please see what are the advanced concepts in Excel which you can learn. There are so many tutorials, right? What is happening today is in a typical organization, some of you are all just into second year and third year. So you'll understand this when you join a company, right? Multiple data sources are clear. There are a lot of sources. So user A is one department. So he takes data from one system. He prepares one Excel sheet. He sends it to another boss. That is a middle level manager, maybe purchase manager. Then purchase manager, what he does, he has his own database. He makes another 2 Excel reports. The same report is different now. He's a bit confused. Then he asked his IT team. IT team comes up and says, oh, no, sir, this is not the way. There is a problem in that I've updated Excel sheet. This is version 2. That is version 3. So you please take data from version 3. So what he says, he goes and takes data from version 3. So by the time it reaches your senior management, it's all a mess. There are 10 Excel sheets, 15 people seeing it, and nobody knows what is the single version of truth. And the reality is data chaos. That is, data is flowing all over the place, but nobody can take decisions based on that. So this is what is happening. What is supposed to be a hero has become a villain, unfortunately, because people using Excel is still a great tool, but people use it the wrong way and come to conclusions fast. And multiple people use Excel in very different ways. So where do we go, right? Again, going back to analytics, where do we go? All the analytic solutions, right? These are called business intelligence solutions. Just remember, some of you might already know what is business intelligence solution. These business intelligence solutions take data from different sources, right? It can be, there are different types of reports. One is a simple report, like total amount of sales done for a region. That is a simple report. Total amount of sales done for a region by product. That's konjam complicated. Within the product, within the region, how much each, within an ice cream, for example, how much chocolate sold, how much vanilla sold, அது வந்து கொஞ்சம் slightly different flavor. அப்புறம் within vanilla, what is that sugarless vanilla, sugared ice cream, இந்த flavors எவ்வளவு போச்சு அப்படின்னு அடுத்த report. So you go on giving geographical report, brand report, product report, இதெல்லாம் combine பண்ண the complexity increases. அப்போ வந்து business intelligence comes into play. Then people started going to dashboards and KPIs, key performance indicators. For example, if my organization sells 80% today, they are supposed to be good. Next month, because it is not a season, if they sell 70% is good. So they started representing in orange, yellow and green. Red, yellow and green. Red, there is a danger. You're not doing well. Yellow, okay, you seem to be okay, but you need to focus. Green is system, company is doing very well in these areas, no need to worry. So in the America, they brought some dashboard, they brought some meters. So the business intelligence developed over a period of time from reports, from data into dashboards and KPIs, right? So a lot of automation started happening. People started using Alexa. Alexa, what is my sales for today? What is going to be for next 3 months? So you can YouTube how Alexa is working with SAP. SAP is another software. How it is giving up. So this is called digital assistant. So நம்ம வீட்ல யூஸ் பண்ணிருந்தோம். Set my temperature, Alexa, play Amazon music, play NRamkumar song. If companies are using that for different purposes. Routine monotonous things where somebody will take 2 days. Alexa just goes into database and brings all these details out. What is my sales for Kodambakkam for this particular shop tomorrow? What was it yesterday? Right? Compare it with sales in my Rayapeta showroom. You don't need to worry about it. I'm just giving you simple examples, right? So you need to have trusted business intelligence, right? So I told you the data chaos, third box. The data chaos is multiple sources. How to streamline that functionality, right? The fourth one is very important. That is the future. The business intelligence, what I just told you now, is being powered by artificial intelligence, meaning whatever humans are doing, machines have started doing. So the next question comes: will machines replace humans? Definitely not. They only are going to help the individuals. But if you and me are going to be very laid back and just don't learn anything new and keep on doing routine activities, one day our job will be gone. The machines will definitely take over. Please remember that, right? So how artificial intelligence works in business in the analytics, I'll show separately, right? So and முன்னாடிலாம் வந்து it used to be postmortem analysis, what happened in the past, or maybe 3 months projection. Maybe what is my inventory for next 3 months? What is my college? If suppose Avichi has got a business intelligence, say this year is COVID, so I've got 500 seats to be filled up. Now as of July, I've only filled 150 seats. Now how many applications are there? 4,000 applications. Am I going to get 300 students to fill up the university quota or not? This is one way of business intelligence. So now they are becoming more result focused, based on trends, based on analysis. I'm trying to see how fast I can get better results. So the reports, dashboards are all becoming result focused. This is what is happening today. On top, I'm just giving you a snapshot of what is happening in the business intelligence. This presentation, for those who are interested, will be available with Professor Anjana. You can pick it up at a later date. This is the finance department dashboard, which basically just this is what is looking like. See, last 1 month back, I made a presentation to All India Council of Technology Education, New Delhi, and students sponsored across some faculty, professors, and research scholars. I presented separate topic only on finance dashboards for 2 hours. So I'm just taking a snapshot of this. Like this is what a finance manager sees every day. He only sees dashboards and reports, and he just works on that. For example, commerce students, they'll know what is accounts receivable, what is credit and collections, what is general ledger, accounts payable, the money which you pay to outside people. The எல்லாத்துக்குமே dashboards இருக்கு, charts இருக்கு, reports இருக்கு. Just blow it up. See this? I'm just blowing it up. This is what is a dashboard, finance dashboard. You can see all the trends and analysis. Green says it is better. Blue color கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Orange says there is something you need to look at it. See look at the graph. What is the cash impact on the business? எல்லாமே வந்து everything is coming in graphs and charts, which makes it easy to understand, right? So as a manager, as a finance person, or if it's IT person, your job is to keep on feeding data to the business, which will enable it to take decisions. If you give the data which is irrelevant, or if you give incorrect data, you will be fired. That's how the situation is going to be. So people getting into analytics domain need to understand the value of data, the value of giving the right data at the right time, which will lead to the management to think differently for future results. Now, this is like, this is like finally going into like a college subject. What are the different types of categories of analytics? இந்த மாதிரி கொஸ்டின் பார்த்தாலும் உங்களுக்கு ஹாப்பி ஆயிடுங்க எல்லாரும். Okay, it sounds something like college, right? That is how our systems are, right? This is what they do. With all respect to university syllabus and what they do, they just go so much into theory, right? That's why I brought this slide. But you need to understand practicality of this, right? What happens is that I just gave you some examples, right? What is happening is that I'm just giving you some analytics which are going towards the future. For example, the second one, client profitability analysis. Earlier it used to be profitability analysis. Now you are trying to see, I gave example last time, only 20% of the customers, suppose you have 100 customers, 20 customers give you 80% of the profits. But enna problem na, most of our accountants, most of the companies focus on 80% of the customers, which is giving only 20% profits. So your whole time is lost in meaningless analysis. So first and foremost, you need to identify what are your clients who are profitable. Focus on them. How to increase the margin, how to make customer services better for them, how to reduce risk complaints, how to make their life easier. So this is one way of looking at data, right? Focus on customers who are giving you higher margins and see how to improve business with them. Because if 20% of customers are giving 80% of profits, why not you focus on them, right? Because anyway you are full to your capacity. So let us focus on these customers. It's not that we leave the other 80% customers, but focus on first, because business is always a priority, right? The best paid customers always get the treatment they deserve. By the end of the day, we are not running a charity. So business analytics helps this way. I told you also about the product profitability matrix, right? Just not restrict profit by customer. For example, one particular item, may be selling very well to one customer in one region. It may not be selling well to the other customer. Why it is not going well? The product is the same, because in that part of the world, that product is not needed. Maybe due to climate conditions or something else, right? So the system will tell you this product is good, but don't sell it to region A, sell it to only region B. Cash flows. All of you know what is cash flow. வீட்லயும் சரி வெளியும் சரி அங்க பாரு cash flow தான் இல்லையா? Cash இல்லைன்னா ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. So cash flow analytics பார்க்கச்ச how to use cash flow. நிறைய பேர் only inflow outflow பார்ப்பாங்க, working capital management பார்ப்பாங்க, fund flow ratios பார்ப்பாங்க. You can also use cash flow for a lot of other things. You can even use cash flows to improve profitability. Customers who pay on time, suppliers who always, whom you pay on time, they are willing to give more discounts. இந்த மாதிரி அனாலிசிஸ்லாம் எடுத்து you can change your working capital. You can make it better. And then, so on and so forth. The main person, the company is being run for shareholders, right? Whether big or small. So what is the value you give to your shareholders? அதுக்கு today's business analytics is helping a lot. How can you make your shareholders life better? What kind of meaningful analysis? நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னாலே இப்போ the board meeting reports எல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா it's all very different. Nobody reads the last year's performance. It is all just given in your company only talks about the future. Next 3 years, what Reliance is going to be or Geofiber is going to be, how they are going to tie up, what is the profits expected, what is the risks involved. So these are all coming from analytics which the management gets from the so-called business intelligence team, right? So this is going to the future for stakeholders. So business analytics plays a vital role across the organization, right? So that is how important it is, because it is impossible to do manual work with all the tons and tons of data coming in. So whether we need to rely on business analytics to take us to the next level. Okay, just quickly 2 case studies, right? This first case study, how two companies, how they use business intelligence or business analytics to go to the next level, right? This is a very interesting case study which you need to understand, right? This particular company is into fashion design, right? They are into luxury brand. They are a US company. They have more than 70 countries, more than 900 points of distribution, and 111 stores across Europe, Middle East, and Asia. I think they were there in Middle East and Asia also. They had multiple systems. You see down, they had 3 systems, right? What are the challenges? The customers are not growing for them, right? They had so much of data over so many years, right? They had 40 years of data or 50 years of data, but they didn't know who are their customers, how to increase the demand, how to increase the net revenue, meaning the gross profit. Margins were going down, how to increase the profit, right? And then their marketing effort, they are only advertisements, how to send digital advertisements on email, Facebook, Google. So they had a lot of challenges, right? So they didn't get proper reporting system. They get one, நம்ம பாத்தீங்கன்னா accounts closure அப்படின்னுவாங்க அந்த காலத்துல. By 10th only you'll get the report, monthly closure report. By the time too much damage has happened. So no, management insists that by 30th, if you close accounts, by 2nd or 3rd, you should have the monthly accounts and all the MIS reports. If you don't give it as an accountant, you are not fit to be there. So you will have to be so proactive that you use technology to give all the reports they want, analytics, by 3rd or 4th of every next month. So how it is possible? This is only possible when you use technology, when you use a business intelligence reporting solution, when you have a single version of truth, right? So everything is availability on 30th. You go pull out the monthly trial balance, monthly P&L, monthly balance sheet, cash flow, fund flow analysis, and then 5 or 6 MIS reports which are very specific to each manager. Make and send it by email. Automatically it goes, or share it in a drive. They can open and see it. So it's not possible for a big company using manual work or disparate systems. Disparate meaning silos, 5 or 6 systems. So all of them have gone in. So what happened to this company? They had a 7% increase in e-commerce sales because they found, I think it was in 2017 or 18, they found that e-commerce is a better way to go. So they shifted, I think they increased their sales by 7%. For a company which is doing $1 billion, 7% is a lot of this thing. So they shifted their email traffic. So they're getting a lot of email traffic about new products, about where to buy. I'm not having stores nearby. They were ignoring these mails. Now they started having a business intelligence solution which went into your emails and picked up all this data, so they could increase your e-commerce. So like this, they did a lot of things using business analytics. And what is the result? You can see there is a 65% growth because of email. So they took all the data which is coming from email revenue. They segmented the email data and then they were able to make better revenue. The second was e-commerce, which I told you, 7%. All this led to increased profits. I'm not going into the numbers. It's just to give you an idea what is business analytics, right? The second one is basically about Cisco. This is there in the internet, so I can tell you the name. A lot of you might know the company called Cisco, right? This was using one of our solutions. This is a Fortune 500 company, as they call it in US, right? So what they did, so they had a different challenge. This term may be a bit complex to you. What is CAC? CAC is called Customer Acquisition Cost. அதாவது ஒரு கஸ்டமர் வந்து உள்ள கொண்டு வரதுக்கு எவ்வளவு காஸ்ட் ஆகுது. சும்மா கஸ்டமர் கிடைக்கல இல்லையா, நீங்க அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் பண்றீங்க, ரேடியோல அட்வர்டைஸ் பண்றோம், டிஜிட்டல் அட்வர்டைஸ் பண்றோம், all of it has got a cost. So unless you spend money, you don't get new customers, especially in retail. So that is called customer acquisition cost. That's a metric. How long it takes to get a customer. Suppose you are spending radio FM la or Sun FM la வந்து வெச்சுக்கோங்களேன், if you spend say 100,000 rupees, 1 லட்சம் ரூபாய் செலவழிச்சிட்டு after 6 months, if you don't even get one customer or two customers, that is of no use. On the other hand, you spend say 50,000 in another channel and you get 10 customers in 1 month. That is better, right? That is called CAC payback, customer acquisition payback. Apra annual retention rate. It is not enough if you get a customer. You have to keep a customer. இன்னைக்கு இப்போ ஓலால கஸ்டமர் வந்து ஓலா சர்வீஸ் நல்லா இல்லைன்னா tomorrow he goes to Uber. If Uber is not there, he goes to something else, right? So how to retain a customer? What is the retention rate? Retention rate is, suppose I get 100 customer in the varsham vandana, suppose I keep 86%, 86 customers next year, my retention rate is 86%. 14% people, customers move to another company, and customers keep paying you money, right? They keep renewing, like your support contract, fridge renewal, air conditioning support pay பண்றீங்க, இதெல்லாம் வந்து called annual maintenance. So every year software companies get support money. That is a big chunk. That is called renewal rates. So Cisco என்ன problem அப்படின்னா, they were not able to get the data on time. So they don't know how much money they were spending to get customers, right? So they didn't, they're spending a lot of money on new customers without getting it back. So what they decided was, they put a small team, they implemented a new business intelligence solution which came from our company, right? And then after 6 months, these are the results. Their year-on-year sales compared to last year, the total sales went up by 68%. Revenues, for those revenues, nothing but gross sales, jumped up by 36%, right? And each sales representative is quota. Suppose I had to pick 1,000 customers, I could pick 28% extra, 280 customers extra, right? So these are all the things which happen, right? So the business analytics help them to understand their customer metrics, find out which customer is better, which customer is not okay, and then enable them to focus on customers to get what they want. This is another case study. For the time being, what is artificial intelligence? It is training the computers or machines to think the way humans think. This is simple. Is it that easy? No. Is it taking time? Yes. Why it is taking time? Because there are two or three types of artificial intelligence. One is basically called digital learning or digital intelligence. What is digital intelligence? இப்போ நீங்க வந்து அலெக்சா கிட்ட போய் சொன்ன இல்லையா, ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள், Alexa, can you let me know that what is going to be the next 1 hour program? Is there anything which is okay for my live music? Tomorrow my visitor is coming, he is interested in Hindustani music, can you play me something, sing? Or somebody is interested in violin, can you play me Kunakadi violin? Basically it understands, right? So Alexa goes in, it finds out from Amazon what all you had, what you saw in the next 3 months. I don't know how many of you are seen. If you go to YouTube, what you see in YouTube today when you're logging is different from what you see tomorrow, because it understands, right? That today you saw Ilayaraja, you are interested in 90s, 70s, 80s songs. So the 80s songs are control next time. For example, if you have seen, it happened to me, very interesting. I've been seeing a lot of, I'm a great fan of Malaysia Vasudevan. So the Malaysia Vasudevan 75th year program on the Bodhe, I saw a lot of stuff on organized by his son Yugendran from New Zealand. Now when I go now, I was really surprised. Every time I go, every third video is Yugendran or Malaysia Vasudevan's. Then I realized that it is going on tracking. I am a yoga and fitness enthusiast. Every time I go, I get somebody telling me how to run a better 10 kilometer, because from my watch, Garmin or Samsung, it has tracked what time I've done last time 10 kilometers. So it is taking me to coaches who can enable me, being a 50-year-old or 55-year-old guy, how can run better, right? So This is what it is, right? In terms of emergence of new sites. So artificial intelligence, digital learning is the first part, right? It finds out what you want, what you have been using, and gives you some intelligent inputs, right? Ola pathina kuda irukum. Last month you have gone to some place which is for your pilgrimage. Next time it will suggest you another pilgrimage, thinking that you are a very spiritual person. இல்ல நீங்க வந்து ஒரு சினிமா என்டர்டைன்மெண்ட் போனீங்களா, இல்ல you went for a picnic to Kodai by car, it will immediately pick up somebody who is running special services to Kodai or Ooty and tell you you want to utilize services. These are all simple artificial intelligence today. Without your knowledge, it's happening to you. That is the first part. அதுல வர அனலிட்டிக்ஸ் தான் AI analytics for digital assistant. இதுல வந்தது தான் Google Assistant, Alexa லாம். Just because it is listening to your voice, don't think that is intelligence. That anybody is now trained to do. It is going one step forward. Second is machine learning. What is machine learning? This is for future. What your business will be next month, or if I take this decision, will it be okay for the next 6 months or 1 year? This is not very easy. Even human mind makes mistakes. So what you do, you give last 3 years of data, last 5 years of data, you give it to machine, use lot of codings, you use what is called the algorithm. IT students will understand, right? If I have to explain algorithm, it will take another 30 minutes, so I'm skipping it. So understand what is algorithm, and then try to come out with something based on this. What is a future predictive model? So use lot of machine learning backed up by logic to use this data to come out something which is there. Then you go into what is called the deep learning. What is deep learning? Basically, it is making human minds work based on certain situations. For example, if you take 5 managers in an organization, one person is above 50 years. One young man who's joined a company is just 25 years, is full of energy. One lady who is joined at 30, 35, but she has got a lot of experience in that particular domain. So each one takes his own decisions based on his age, his energy level, his experience, and his trust for the day. He had a bad day at home, so his decisions are not okay. So they put all this 3 years data, they interview these 5 or 10 managers of the company, they take the inputs given by them, they mix it with the data, feed it to the machine, right? And then it comes out based on neural network. That is what is called to analyze your mind. IBM was one of the leaders in that, right? They came with a lot of solutions even 2-3 years back using neural networks. They're one of the leaders. If you go and see YouTube, you'll get a lot of work. So they analyze the human mind, how it works based on certain situations, put data into it, and then come out probably, if the human mind is made to work at its optimum level, what will be decisions which is better for the company. It's a complex subject. So this is called as early days that neural networks and deep learning. So we'll cover it for another day. But in the intelligence, business intelligence uses all these concepts to give you better future results for tomorrow. So this is what is happening. I'm just summarizing what he said. Earlier we had a lot of reports and dashboards. We are only doing a kind of postmortem. Why did it happen? How did it happen? Now the third slot, the green slot, we are going towards predictive analysis. For the next 6 months, what will happen? What can be the outcome? Can we make it better? And then last but not the least is what is called the prescriptive analytics. If at all this is going to happen, how can I prevent my business going to the red? COVID has already happened. Tourism is not there. Hotels are closed. My establishment company, I've got 20 restaurants in Taj, right? Or Welcome Chola Group. Is this 20 restaurants of any use to me? No. Can I reduce it to 10 restaurants? Mexicans are not going to come. Can I close my Mexican restaurant? Right? Pizza is, Italian tourists or even the Indians are not taking pizza anymore. Possibly it's their incomes have dropped. People are not coming to eat. So except weekends, can I close my pizza shop? This is basically next best action based on prescriptive analysis, right? So system suggests you certain business decisions. So analytics is moving from descriptive to what is called the prescriptive analytics, right? US la or chinna example because I have to give you examples for you to understand. Otherwise, it's a bit complex. I think last time, what happens is Uber, all of you know Uber. I'm taking the example. Uber, Uber, what they did was they tied up with a lot of healthcare clinics and hospitals. Problem with US, US, Italy, Europe, they are not countries. Cultural binding, it is not that great. So a lot of old age people, pensioners, they depend on government health. Like you and me, they don't have India, but they don't have relatives or their own son and daughter to take them to the hospital for checkups. Their doctor clinics are not nearby. They're all 70, 80. They cannot drive. So there are a lot of problems. So what Uber did, Uber then collaborated with Uber Health. Uber Health collaborated with all the hospitals and clinics. Then what they did, so what happens is that whenever these people have an appointment, all these old people, whether it's ortho or dental or eye or cardio, all these clinics are tied up. So on the day when the appointment is already prefixed with a person, Uber will come to your doorstep, take these old people, husband or wife, to the hospital. Once the hospital is there, the appointment is done, then they'll take them if nearby to all the tests, weekly, monthly test or yearly test. After the tests are over, then what happens? The Uber guy will automatically drop you at home. Then immediately another Uber, which is connected to the Uber pharmacies, will go to the pharmacy, pick up the medicine based on the prescription which is given. Once the prescription is picked up from the pharmacies, then what happens is the nutrition. The diet for the old people are different. This can be only from specific places because they don't have cooks, right? US, you cannot afford a lot of people. These are all old age people. They need to know. So there are a lot of agencies which are serving food for them at a price. So Uber again connected with all these nutrition people. So they gave food. On top of that, they connected with the insurance companies to pay their annual premium. Then they have some specialized consulting advisor who comes every 3 months to check whether they are okay. And then they also give a report-based thing to their siblings, to a son and daughter, wherever they are, about their well-being every 3 months. So இதெல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா Uber is just a car company, right? They are able to achieve all this, right, using an integrated network of business intelligence. This is where the world is going. Everybody is getting connected, and all the services will come to your doorstep. Last 5 minutes, right? Last 5 or 10 minutes, I want to give you a very beautiful example, right? Please focus for the next 5 minutes. This is very, very interesting. I'll take you through it quickly. I've taken my own product. It is called Infor, which I do this demo to all my customers, right? We talked about business intelligence. We talked about reports. We talked about digital social media. We talked about collaboration, right? இதெல்லாம் எப்படி ஒர்க் ஆகுது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு சிம்பிள் எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்றேன். Okay, take your house for example, right? What happens in a house? நீங்க வந்து ஒரு for example, you want to buy a costly shoes, sports shoes, or you want to buy a costly dress. என்ன போறீங்க? You go to your parents, right? அப்பா, this year I want to buy this month I want to buy. இல்லப்பா, பட்ஜெட் வந்து கோவிட் salary கட் ஆயிடுச்சு, 5,000 rupees தான் பட்ஜெட் இருக்கு, இந்த மாசம் 3,000 ப்ரொவிஷன் ஆயிடுச்சு, 2,000 rupees தான் இருக்குப்பா, நீ என்ன வேணுமோ மேனேஜ் பண்ணிக்கோ, நீங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் சொல்லி he gives 1,000 each to you and your sister, right? Now what happens is that you have to go and buy. You know, your budget is say on Adidas shoe or Nike shoes 2,000 rupees, but you have only 2,000 to spend for both. Then what do? You have to go online. You find out which is the best shop available for you. Then you are not satisfied. You go to 2 more, 3 more places. You visit a nearby mall, compare it with online. You are still not happy. Then you come back to your parents. You say, Ma, I'm not getting the shoe for 2,000. It is only 2,500. Can you increase your budget? Then your father is traveling. He's already in இப்போ கோவிட் டைம் இல்லை, அதுக்கப்புறம் டிராவல் பண்றாரு வச்சுப்போம். So then you'll have to send a message to him. He's busy. You send a mobile message. He says, okay, pa, இந்த வாட்டி போனா போடுது, I'm approving another 1,000 rupees. You go and buy whatever you want. Then you go back and then buy it, right? This is what happens in your household. The same thing, simple example, I'm showing it through a business application which happens in a company, right? This is what modern day applications look like. What you see down is the business intelligence, dashboards, alerts, and charts, right? Please watch carefully what I'm going to do for the next 5 minutes. This is an application. Now, this is a person who is actually in the maintenance தெரியும் இல்லையா? Maintenance factory தெரியும். ஃபேக்டரியில maintenance person. இவருக்கு என்ன மெசேஜ் வருது? என்னுடைய ஃபேக்டரியில ஒரு காயில் ஷாப்ல எனக்கு ஒரு மெஷின் ஃபெயிலியர் ஆயிடுச்சு, அதுல ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவருக்கு வருது. அவர் டெய்லி ஓபன் பண்றாரு, மார்னிங் ஓபன் பண்ண உடனே ஒரு மெசேஜ் வருது, அவர் there is a failure, so he has to act on it. என்ன பண்ண அவரு? He has to purchase a new part, correct? He is in service. So என்ன பண்றாரு அவரு? போய் பார்க்கறாரு. He goes inside the asset. இது அப்ளிகேஷன்ல போய் அசெட்ல பார்க்கறாரு. நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஐட்டம் நம்பர் 4, இந்த ஐட்டம் நம்பர் 4 வந்து ஒரு காயில், ஒரு பீஸ். இப்ப பாருங்க, can you please see the right side? You can see all the charts. So it tells you இந்த காயில் எவ்வளவு வாட்டி யூஸ் ஆயிருக்கு, நவம்பர்ல எவ்வளவு யூஸ் ஆயிருக்கு, டிசம்பர்ல எவ்வளவு ஹவர்ஸ் ஓடி இருக்கு, ஜனவரில எவ்வளவு ஹவர்ஸ் ஓடி இருக்குன்னு ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் கொடுக்குது. Immediately as a finance perspective, it gives you a budget. This is the budget. இந்த மெஷின்ல வந்து இவ்வளவு ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க இந்த வருஷம். அதே எக்ஸாம்பிள் நான் சொன்ன எக்ஸாம்பிள் என்ன வச்சுங்க, வீட்ல ஷூ ஆயின் எக்ஸாம்பிள் தான். இந்த வருஷம் இவ்வளவு ஸ்பெண்ட் ஆயிருக்கு, இவ்வளவு இந்த பட்ஜெட் தான் இருக்கு. இதுக்குள்ள இந்த மெஷின்ல இருக்கிற இந்த காயிலை ரீப்ளேஸ் பண்ண முடியுமா? முடியாதா? So what you see on the right side is nothing but analytics. So why it is artificial intelligence based analytics now? System has understood that you are looking at the machine, you are trying to buy something new. It has immediately brought out on the right side what is actually to be spent. Okay, now I go there, find the parts. Can you see the one which is marked in blue? That is a coil. And that coil right side la paranga immediate the system is automatically changed. Can you see the right side? What the system is saying is now I have to buy this item. ஏன்னா ஒன்னு வீட்டுல என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க, ஒரு ஷூ பழசாயிடுச்சுன்னா ஒன்னு இருக்கு, வேற ஏதாவது புதுசு இருக்கா ஸ்டாக்லன்னு பாப்பீங்க. அது இருந்தா அதை யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க, இல்லைன்னா போய் கடையில வாங்குவீங்க. இல்ல புதுசா இருக்குச்சா போய் கடையில வாங்க மாட்டீங்க இல்லையா? ஸோ இதே தான் கம்பெனிலையும், அது ஸ்டாக்ல இருக்கா, அவைலபிள் இருக்கா, அதை யூஸ் பண்ணலாமா ரைட் சைட்ல, இல்ல வெளியில போய் வாங்கணுமா, கொட்டேஷன் வாங்கணுமான்னு பாக்குறாங்க. ஸோ இவர் என்ன பண்றாரு, இதை பாக்குறாரு, இந்த ஐட்டத்தை சூஸ் பண்றாரு, அனுப்புறாரு. நான் இந்த ஐட்டத்தை வாங்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு யாருக்கு அனுப்புறாரு? சென்டிங் இட் டு தி பர்ச்சேஸ் மேனேஜர். சர்வீஸ் மேனேஜர் என்ன பண்றாரு, இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஐட்டம் ஸ்பாயில் ஆயிடுச்சு மெஷின்ல, இதை நான் வாங்கணும், ஹவு கேன் ஐ பை இட் அப்படின்னு கேட்கிறாரு. ஸோ இட் இஸ் கமிங் டு தட் லேடி, டேனியல் லேண்ட்னு சொல்றாங்க, பர்ச்சேஸ் மேனேஜர். அவங்களுக்கு வருது. அவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்க, அவங்களுக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு டாஸ்க், அதாவது அவங்க டாஸ்க் தெரியல, இன்னைக்கு என்னடா அவ்வளோ டாஸ்க் இருக்கு மாதிரி, she has to perform this application. ஸோ அவங்க போய் எடுக்கிறாங்க. எடுத்துட்டு என்ன பண்றாங்க, she is sending a purchase requisition. உங்க அப்பாவுக்கு நீங்க அனுப்பிச்சிங்க இல்லையா ஷூ வாங்கணுமா அப்படின்னு போட்டு அப்ரூவல். ஸோ அவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்க, இதை வந்து அப்ரூவல் பண்ணணும். ஸோ திடீர்னு வாங்கிட முடியாது இல்லையா கம்பெனில. ஸோ அவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்க, ஒரு பர்ச்சேஸ் ரெக்வசிஷன், ஐ வாண்ட் டு பை திஸ்ன்னு கிரியேட் பண்றாங்க. she creates the application. உடனே அவங்க என்ன பாருங்க, at that time she sees ஒரு பீஸ் அவைலபிளா இருக்கு வீட்டுல, பட் அது இன்னொரு இடத்துல இருக்கு. ஒரு இதே ஐட்டம் வந்து இன்னொரு வேர் ஹவுஸ்ல இருக்கு, அந்த வேர் ஹவுஸ்ல இருந்து எடுத்துக்கலாமா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்க கேட்கறாங்க. என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, இது ஃபேஸ்புக் மாதிரி தான். see the social media, she is posting it, the company. இது போஸ்ட் பண்ணோனே எங்க போச்சு, it is going to the inventory manager. It's like a nice story. வேர் ஹவுஸ் மேனேஜருக்கு போகுது, இன்வென்டரி மேனேஜர் இதை பாக்குறாரு. ஓ ஒரு பீஸ் இருக்கு, இதை வந்து கேட்டிருக்காங்க இந்த அம்மா, நான் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாமா. பட் இவர் என்ன பண்ணிட்டாரு, இப்போ வந்து ராம்குமார் இந்த ஒரு பீஸ் கேட்கிறாருன்னு வச்சுக்கோ, கணேசன் சார் வந்து நேத்தே அதை கேட்டார், எனக்கு இந்த பீஸ் வேணும்னு. அவர் என்ன பண்றாரு, இல்லம்மா இந்த பீஸ் ஆல்ரெடி வந்து கணேசன் சார் கொடுத்தாச்சு, நீ வெளியில வாங்கிக்கோ, இதை நான் இப்ப கொடுக்க முடியாது அப்படிங்கிறார். ஸோ வாட் ஷி டஸ், ஷி ஜஸ்ட் சென்ஸ் இட் அக்ராஸ் டு மூணு வெண்டார். இதுதான் உங்களுக்கு சொன்ன பாத்தீங்களா, யூ கோ டு இ-காமர்ஸ் ஷாப், யூ ஆர் நாட் ஹாப்பி, இன்னொரு கடைக்கு போய் பாக்குறீங்க, இன்னொரு கடைக்கு போய் பாக்குறீங்க, அவ்வளவுதான். இது என்ன வருது, இ சென்டிங் இட் டு 3 கொட்டேஷன்ஸ். நம்ம ஊர்ல இருக்கு தெரியுமா, எல்லா கவர்மெண்ட்லயும் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க, 3 கொட்டேஷன் தான் அப்ரூவல் தரும். அது ஏன்னு எனக்கும் தெரியாது, இன்னைக்கு வரலாம். இதுதான் இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஃபாலோ ஆகுது, 3 கொட்டேஷன்ஸ். டேக் 3 கொட்டேஷன்ஸ். ஸோ இது வந்து 3 பேருக்கு எடுத்துட்டு நவ் இட் சேஸ் ஓகே. இவர் பாத்தீங்கன்னா 3 டேட் இருக்கு இதுல, கொஞ்சம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா டெலிவரி டேட். the second all is giving fast, 13th February கொடுக்குறாரு, மத்தவங்க லேட்டா கொடுக்குறாங்க. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி என்ன பண்றாங்க, even though price is high, she is going and choosing that vendor 2. இது என்ன ஆயிருக்கு பாருங்க இப்போ, பியூட்டிஃபுல். தே சேம் எக்ஸாம்பிள், யுவர் அப்பா இஸ் டிராவலிங், இங்க வந்து ஜெனரல் மேனேஜர் இஸ் டிராவலிங். ஸோ இது என்ன ஆயிருக்கு, நார்மலா இருந்தா அலோவ் பண்ணிருக்கோம், பட் ஹியர் த பிரைஸ் இஸ் ஹை, even though delivery is less, so it is going to the GM who is traveling. இது மாதிரி there is a purchase order waiting, but the price is high, you want to approve it or not. அவர் GM இல்லையா, just like that approve பண்ணிட்டா அவர் என்ன இருக்கு, அவர் உடனே என்ன பண்றாரு, no 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 this is okay, but why the price is high அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு திருப்பி அனுப்பிச்சிட்டார் ஆபீஸ்க்கு. why this price is not given to the lowest person, because he is again business intelligence. அவருக்கு அந்த 3 கோட்டும் அவைலபிளா இருக்கு, பார்த்தோன்னே தெரிஞ்சுட்டார் this is not the lowest quote. அவர் அனுப்பிச்ச உடனே திருப்பி it comes back to the office manager. அவங்க உடனே திருப்பி ஒரு போஸ்ட் பண்றாங்க, இதெல்லாம் ஃபேஸ்புக் போஸ்ட் மாதிரி தான். இஸ் அர்ஜென்ட் ரெக்யர்மெண்ட்ப்பா, உடனே கேட்டாங்க ஃபேக்டரியில, ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியல, ஸோ ஐ வென்ட் ஃபார் ஹையர் பிரைஸ், அதர்வைஸ் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் வில் பி ஸ்டக் அப்படின்றாங்க. போன உடனே திஸ் கெட்ஸ் அப்ரூவ்ட் and the purchase order is placed. இவ்வளவு தாங்க. This is how our organization works. This is what is business intelligence. This is what is social collaboration. This is what is digital transformation. இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஒண்டி புரிஞ்சுட்டீங்கன்னா you would have possibly understood the whole presentation. So the summary, எல்லா presentation ஒரு summary வேணும் இல்லையா, for you to remember. I am not going into it. This is the summary. Everybody wants to go into single version of truth. Analytics is only not for finance people. Everybody in the organization needs it. இப்ப இருக்கிற சொல்யூஷன்லாம் நிறைய ஆல்ரெடி வந்துடுச்சு, நார்மல் திங்ஸ் எல்லாம் அதுவே பண்ணிடுது சிஸ்டமே. You only need advanced analytics for future. You need to use it. Past எல்லாம் automatically all the reports are already readily available. As I told you, artificial intelligence and machine language will become a big thing for the future. which is the biggest asset today? Man irukku, machines irukku, ella irukkunga. Please add one more to that called data. Data might become one of the biggest assets. நாளைக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்ல டேட்டாக்கு ஒரு வேல்யூ கூட போடுவாங்க. லைக் அசெட்ஸ் அண்ட் லைபிலிட்டிஸ் போடுற மாதிரி டேட்டான்னு ஒரு காலம் போட்டு அதுக்கு $10 billion போடுவாங்க. தட் இஸ் த வேல்யூ ஆஃப் த கம்பெனி டேட்டா டுடே. அந்த டேட்டா பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் கம்பெனி வாங்குறது விற்கிறதுக்கு நடக்கும். யூ டேக் இட் ஃப்ரம் மீ, திஸ் மைட் ஹேப்பன் இன் தி நெக்ஸ்ட் 10 years. டேட்டா வில் பி an important part of the balance sheet. அது எப்படி வேல்யூ பண்றாங்க, குட்வில் மாதிரியா இல்லையான்றது தெரியாது. But data will become a very important part of your life. Right, before I close down, right, these are all challenging times. Ganesh சொன்ன மாதிரி வந்து I don't know, I was also a couch potato கொஞ்சம் ஒரு 10 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி I got into fitness and this thing because that has given me a lot of energy. What I'm trying to just only tell you is please take care of your health. Try to be, not necessarily everybody should run, or try to see, you like yoga, you do yoga, you like walking, you do walking, but at least give 1 hour for your body. Remember that 23 hours body works for you. Please give 1 hour of your, it's a general request, it's got nothing to do with analytics or digital. This is my humble request to all of you. At least spend 1 hour for yourself on your health, and avoid junk food, which of course you're all youngsters, that's fine once in a while, but don't get that into an habit. Sleep well. I see a lot of youngsters, even I told last time, being on the WhatsApp and others up to 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, that Wi-Fi over a period of time, even though scientifically not said, just keeping in your head, seeing movies, seeing YouTube till 1 o'clock because you don't have college next day is no good. Please try to stop this habit. You will become an idol. It's also an addiction. You will not sleep on time, you will not get up on time, your day is wasted. A person who does not do 30% of the work before 10 a.m. can never do the balance 70% in the next 12 hours. Please try to be careful. Read a lot of books. Don't spend more than 1 hour on WhatsApp maximum. The memes அதெல்லாம் போட்டதெல்லாம் okay, but don't, because you don't know, WhatsApp is a big time sucker. It can take 4 hours instead of 30 minutes. By the time you realize, your day is finished. So please be very careful. Try to spend time on yourself. Read lots of books and try to certify. இப்போ நிறைய certifications இருக்கு, YouTube tutorial courses இருக்கு. Maybe it's as I keep on telling, Python is a great language. Python is the future of machine language. Try to see if you can get into Python. Learn. It's not very complex, right? Today you cannot say I'm a functional guy, I don't know technical coding. தெரியுதா ஆகணும் computer science student. Get into that. So this is what I'll request you, right? So career options இருக்கு. Career options நிறைய இருக்கு. I'll tell you what career options. There are two types. One is functional, one is technical. Functional வந்து you can be a business intelligence consultant, you can be an ERP consultant, you can be a finance consultant, you can be a logistics consultant, you can be a manufacturing consultant, you can be a project manager. அப்புறம் இந்த டெக்னாலஜி போனீங்கன்னா டெக்னாலஜில வந்து நிறைய இருக்கு. டெக்னாலஜி if you take, you can be a mobile developer. மொபைல்லயே ஆண்ட்ராய்ட் டெவலப்பர் இருக்கு, iOS டெவலப்பர் இருக்கு, ஃப்ளட்டர் இருக்கு. இல்ல வேண்டாமா, then you can do an ITAL course technology sideல. If you want to become a cyber security courses இருக்கு, security can finalize. You want to get into e-commerce, you can do e-commerce course for content management, content creation, digital media. You want to go into search engine optimization, websiteல எப்படி search engine பண்றது. இல்ல you are interested in graphics and UI, how to create UI sites, how to create mobile apps with good UI looking. So world, there is no limit to technology, there is no limit to the IT courses and the jobs available, right? So but you need to be smart, you need to use what you have, certify yourself, because the jobs are going to be there, that is only for the smartest people. So you'll have to qualify, equip yourselves to go to the next level. This is my humble request to all of you. Thank you very much. What you see on the left is where the video I started, which is basically that if you don't believe in yourself, right, even God cannot help you. But if you believe, if others don't believe in you, but you believe in yourself, God is always there to help you. That is what I follow, something called infinitism, which some of you might know, right? That's what he says. He says all of us need to have mentor, right? I have one of his mentors. He says the human has got no limits to potentials, right? It can be materialistic, it can be spiritual abundance, it can be your health, it can be your wealth, it can be love, it can be bliss, or it can be empathy, service to the poor, as Ganeshan is doing, right? There is no abundance or no limit to all that, right? It's not the question of this and that. It's not a question of this or that. It's a question of this and that. You can do everything at a time. There is no limit to your potential as long as you think on the right track, right? So this is what I submit to you. Stay safe, be careful. These are very tough times, but the time this will go off, we'll get back to normal. I am sure all of you will come back to Avichi with the same spirit. We are doing a lot of things in Avichi College to make your life better. Even for the new students, we have a lot of plans for you along with Princess Sir and Shanmuga and mentors like Ganeshan. So go ahead. We are all there to help you out. We want to give back to the society what little we have got with us. So we are all there to support you. Thank you very much. I'm open for the next 10-15 minutes for questions and answers. With the best question, definitely, if at all there is one, definitely we'll see something can be done about it. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. It was a very thought-provoking and with the examples, it was really very good. So we got to know how the entire system, BI, how these intelligence, how intelligently we can make decisions based on what data we have in hand. So it was wonderful, sir. And I've asked the students to post in their questions. But first and foremost, I have a small question here, sir. Can I post? Can I ask you now?
Please go ahead, ma'am. It's all yours.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I was wondering, like, when anybody for that matter, if we look into the data as such. So my perspective might be my insight of how I look into it, and how will there be an impact of the individual's insight into the data? Will it have an impact into the decision which is coming out of that data?
100%, ma'am. That is what neural analytics. The impact of an individual, the way he takes the decision has got a huge impact. A lot of bad decisions and good decisions have been taken in the spurt of time, right? Sometimes analyzing data, sometimes. So the current data system, we are working on a product called Coleman. You can just go and look at it. It's called Coleman Digital Assistant. We are trying to feed a lot of data using a perspective based on certain levels of decision making. We made a weighted average of a person who has only got 50% capability because of various factors, as compared to a person who takes a decision because he is a bit young and is more a domain expert. So we have compared these two decisions on 3 or 4 areas taken. For example, a company took a decision to close down one line of business, but then they have found within 6 months that it is really taken off, and unfortunately they closed at the wrong time. That person has been fired now, but then they decided that if you look at the same decision from a different perspective, because the system came out with very, very surprisingly different results. So possibly they concluded they had the right business, but had the wrong person to run it. So to answer your question, definitely yes. So in fact, I should thank Professor Anjana on this, because she has been working with me a lot for the last 1 or 2 months to see what subject we should give. She has got a lot of inputs. In fact, it was my privilege to talk to her before she joined Avichi, or she's going to join Avichi. I think she has a lot of inputs for the future, a lot of vision in terms of computer science, seems to have a lot of experience. So I'm sure that all the students will have a great time learning from her. Thanks for the question, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. I don't know if I even deserve what you're saying, but anyway, thank you so much.
Fact, I don't please people unless I'm convinced. Honestly, it's a fact.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So I think your presentation was very clear. I think I'm not able to see any questions from the students. I think it was very crystal clear.
Either it is clear or it is too boring. I'm more worried about the second part.
No. Actually, with the examples, it was very live and it was very crystal clear, sir. It was crystal clear.
No problem. If there are any questions, fine. I still wanted to see if any deserving question deserves some kind of certification, sponsorship or something. That's fine. Or if there are questions, it's fine.
Yeah, one second, sir. One second. I think I have 2 questions. One student has posted saying that if artificial intelligence is easy to learn.
There is nothing easy in this world, my friend. There is nothing easy in this world. Unfortunately, my answer is no. Anything and everything needs an effort. Artificial intelligence is, I'm not very, I don't want to discourage. I'm not very happy with this question, right? What is easy? What is difficult, right? Life itself is easy if you take it easy. If you want to make it, you'll have to really focus on, right? Which part of artificial intelligence, what you learn? Is it voice or text, or is it coding? If so, you need to do a lot of work, right? You need to, I'd have been happier if you had gone into certain subject of a branch of artificial intelligence, because it's all available today. If you go to a simple 5-minute YouTube video, it tells you exactly what's happening in UAE, right? So there are a lot of courses. It is definitely not easy, but as compared to machine learning, certain aspects. See, MI and all is part of artificial intelligence. But if you want to make a career out of artificial intelligence, you'll have to go into a specific stream and at least go on to a session for 6 to 12 months, sir. Then only you can decide whether it's easy or not, because it depends on your individual temperament and flair. I'm not able to say it's easy or difficult sitting from here. Possibly, if you're more interested, next time when I come, we can have a session if you're part of Avichi. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And the next question goes here. So one candidate wants to know which language is best, whether Python or Java.
See, it's again a bit difficult question. Java is of course the mother of all. The way JavaScript, Java language has been there for a long time. But looking at the future, because why I'm saying Python is better is, I don't know, since you're asking about Python, I'm sure you know about the APIs, right? Application protocol interfaces. Now what's happening is that in Python, the way they're made, the APIs libraries are very easy to connect. You can connect multiple APIs using Python in a much better way compared to Java. Java needs still some coding. Python also needs coding, but it's much easier, much better. There are some drag and drop tools coming. So I would say, I don't know, I'm not an expert in this area again, but I would say with all my limited experience, that Python seems to have a great future for today's youngsters. But having a Java basic is definitely good. That will help you, because today you cannot survive with one language. So if you have a common fundamental base, that is Java, .NET, and then develop Python skills, that will be great.
I think we are, one second, sir. I think that's it, sir. We don't have much questions from.
No issues. No issues. Maybe I overstate. Maybe people left it on. Anyway, it's fine. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. One second, sir. One more question from Sabrish. Uber has been tied up with hospitals of US, so they helping on old people, which his question is basically, you were talking about the Uber example, isn't it, sir? Yeah, so he's asking, is it affordable?
That's a great question. All of this, they have no choice, right? Affordability is up to an individual. In US, you are covered by health insurance, so everything is covered. But the Uber costs are definitely not covered. You possibly pay 20-30% premium, but you get everything at a doorstep, right? But unfortunately, what happens in US, people are so dependent on healthcare systems. They don't have anybody to support. Neighbors don't come to you even if you. That's the way that system works, right? So this is a trusted technology tool for them. So they don't mind buying the 20-30% service charges, because they're getting everything at the doorstep. And possibly some of them are paid by them, some of them are paid by their children. So those who are not able to come. So I think it's definitely affordable, right? It's not sky high prices, but it's, see, they can always go separately, go to hospital, make their own booking go. But this is one integrated service where everything is taken care. It's one credit card which goes through everywhere. It is safe and secure. So why not? I think definitely affordable. I think almost 15% of your business in the last 6 months has been in the healthcare domain.
Thank you, sir. I think we are done with the Q&A session. So here, the struggle ends when the gratitude begins. So I would really say this quote here: with the blessings of the Almighty, this program has been a wonderful one today. And I would like to thank our management, especially our Secretary Sir, Mr. N.Ramkumar sir, who is always very passionate about his institution, and bringing in, roping in people, experts like Mr. Ramkumar sir, Ganesan sir, and a lot of mentors here. So, and also sincere thanks to our principal, who has always been very supportive, and all our HOD, staff members, technical and non-staff members. And I would really thank Ramkumar sir. I know how difficult it is to come on a holiday, and where I can see how much he has in heart to give it to the students of Avichi, and even staff members. We have got a very good vision, sir. Thank you so much, and your rich experience. I think it was a really wonderful journey of today's session, and your emphasis on how data is an asset. And I can never forget how you said that there will be a column of asset in data. So it was really a wonderful note there. And Mr. Ganesan sir, yeah, thank you so much for being here. And I think I take this opportunity in thanking all our mentors here and everyone who have been whom even I have not missed to mention here. Thank you so much, one and all present here. So thank you so much, and thank you so much, one and all, who have joined here, and students also who have been very, patiently sitting here. And I know how much it takes to grab their attention nowadays. So I think it was a wonderful presentation. So
70 people are there, which is good.
yeah, they were there, sir. Students were really involved, and by the questions itself, we can make it out. They've been through the journey, so they've got the examples. I mean, you made the right way of presenting. By
I'm a
giving
bit worried because you said it might be two texts. I was trying to make it simple, but the subject is like that, right? Whatever way it makes simple,
Yeah.
but still, it's.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ramkumar sir, and thank you, Ganeshan sir, for this wonderful presentation. Ramkumar sir, it was really enlightening on various aspects, like the point on artificial intelligence and the Uber connectivity and all that. Definitely will give a great opening to the people, young minds of computer science and other domains as well. So thank you so much for enlightening us from the day one at Avichi College of Arts and Science. Thank you so much for doing that, sir. And we used to have do more with all your support and guidance, sir. Thank you, Ganeshan sir. You have been also completely supporting for all the webinars that we have been doing, and you have been a constant visitor to our webinars. And thank you so much for that, sir. Thank you so much for the support and guidance, sir. So with this, we close today's webinar about the impact of analytics in the digital age.
Recording of data, please. Don't.
Yes, by Mr. N.Ramkumar, Director Partner, ITWARE LLC, Dubai. So we have a couple of exciting and inspiring webinars to be coming in the weekends. From next week, we'll be having our webinars on the weekends. So stay tuned, stay connected with us through our Facebook page at facebook.com/Avichi College, and you can reach us at www.avichicollege.edu.in. So thank you. Eid Mubarak. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Please send the recording to us. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.